All right, and welcome into the Betting Pros College Football Show. It's our Parlays of Week 0 episode, a new addition to our offerings for y'all this season. That's right, each week we'll give you our top CFB parlays. We'll also be tracking the results so we can share the ups and the downs with you, the Betting Pros family. I'm your host, Seth Woolcock, joined by, again, the boys, Scott Bogman, Terrell Furman Jr., Locked and Loaded, T-Money. Great to be back with you today. How are you feeling about your chances to outdo Boggs and myself this season on the parlays?
Oh, well, you guys know I do this every week. This is a normal thing for me. This isn't new for me at all. So I feel very confident about my chances. Gave you a little bit smaller one for week 0, but 3-leg parlays and up from here on out. And I mean, we're going to hit a number of them. So just get ready, strap in.
Okay, lock in. Bogman, I know you're a betting man, so should we maybe have like a prize on the line for either the best handicapper when it comes to the parlays, or maybe even like a punishment for the worst parlay builder at the end of the season? What do you think?
I feel like I prefer something nice instead of a punishment. That would be better. But
and then it's just one person that doesn't have anything happen, and they're like, "Oh,
yeah." Look, no punishment is good enough for me. I'll just say that. But yeah, man, this is gonna be fun. Parlays make betting fun. Even though they are what build Vegas, all of their buildings, right? Yep. We understand that, but we're going to give you our favorites. Are they going to hit? Often they're parlays. They're tough to hit, but we are going to give you our best cracks at them every single week. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to work on a punishment or a prize for the winner, but track it at home with yourself. If you want to join in, put your parlays down in the comments. We want to hear from you, and we'll see how this goes. And just one thing to keep in mind, too, that we need to, when we're betting parlays, we need to be careful. We're scaling back the unit size. And as Bog said, like Vegas, they built the buildings for a reason out there, and parlays is a big part of it. That's why sportsbooks are always offering boosts and promos to get invested with them. And before we jump in, after this edition of the program, be sure to check out our other episodes for week 0. We have our early picks and line movement predictions episode. We also have our week 0 betting preview and favorite futures that we just recorded as well. Boggs will also have his best bets later this week, and we should have a couple of YouTube shorts hitting the wire soon as well. As always, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of content, and make sure you're subscribing to the channel so you don't miss a second of CFB betting coverage this season. And Terrell, with the pressure on to come out of the gates hot, give us your parlay for week 0, please.
All right. Well, we're going to kick it off with one of my favorite teams. Give me Iowa State on the money line. First leg of the parlay to be able to get it done. Iowa State has won outright 5 of the last 7 Farmageddon games against Kansas State here. They are 5-0 ATS during those games. And since 2014, the dog is 8-3 in this matchup ATS. So I love this Iowa State team. I think that they are healthy this year. They got to a hot start last year. I think they can do the exact same here against a conference rival over the pond in Ireland. It's going to be a lot of tough defense from the Iowa State. I think that they're going to be really, really tough on that run game and not make things easy for Dylan Edwards. But also, I think that their run game is going to be efficient, and it's going to make things a lot easier for Rocco Beck, who I trust in late game situations, be able to get this out. He had a hot start to the season last year. I think he's going to pick up right there and avenge what was a very bad Big 12 championship game. So I like the Iowa State Cyclones on the money line, and I'm going to parlay that with the Rainbow Warriors on the island, because Stanford thinks that they're this hotshot ACC team now, that they're going to walk over into the island and push them boys around. Absolutely not. Now, I wish this was a late game like I was supposed to be, but a little bit of an earlier start time. I'm not worried. Give me the Rainbow Warriors on the money line. A parlay with Iowa State plus 306.
Is that more about a fate of Stanford under the new regime that is Frank Reich and Andrew Luck, or is that just, hey, Timmy Chung, man, this is the one time a year I'm going to bet him in week 0. Let's keep it moving here.
Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them. Both of them. It's Timmy Chung. We got Frank Reich. Like, come on, what we're trust and
the interim tag is really weird for Reich, and we did see this quarterback at Hawaii, Alahado, I think his name is. We saw him in an audition last year in New Mexico. He could sling the ball a little bit. So Timmy Chang running the same, run and gun. Let's go.
This is what they do. I took them last year. They came up big in spots. I'm going to take them again here. The line is laying 2.5. I just need the money line.
Okay. All right. Well, before we get to some more parlays, make sure you're tracking line movement in real time with the BettingPros app. Download the free BettingPros app for iOS and Android. With Sportsbook Sync, you can automatically track your bets across all major sportsbooks in one spot. Easily monitor your bet by sport and bet type. And that includes game picks, props, and parlays. Create custom betting systems to find winning trends and profitable opportunities. Get a 7-day free trial of BettingPros Premium by downloading the app at bettingpros.com/apps using the promo code JUICE, JUICE, and activating your trial on the upgrade screen. Bogman, throwing over to you, man. What do you got for week 0 in the parlay realm?
Listen, I promise I'm going to be way more creative next week, but I picked my 2 favorite picks of the week for this initial parlay because, like I said, I'm going to stick to what I know, and these are my favorite bets of the week. So I'm going to be on the opposite side of Terrell on this K-State Iowa State game. This to me just matches up well for K-State in this game. So the run game is strong. The front 7 for Iowa State I don't really like. I think the front 7 for Kansas State is pretty good, and their weakness is the secondary, and I think Iowa State needs to run the ball since they're missing these wide receivers. So for me, I just don't think Iowa State matches up very well with K-State in this game. I trust Avery Johnson and Dylan Edwards to take over this offense and run it effectively. So I'm going to lay the points to get a little bit better number here on this parlay instead of going with the money line, and still take Kansas in -3. And then I'm going to take the over in this WKU Sam Houston State. I just reiterate again and again and again, lots and lots of new faces on Sam Houston State's defense. It's 133rd in returning production. Maybe they're good. I don't know, but I do know this is week 1, and you're going to miss the most things in your first appearance, most likely. So I feel like Sam Houston State's going to give up some points. I think this front 7 for WKU is rough, and we have a high running team in Sam Houston State. I don't know which way this game is going to go. I know you really like Sam Houston State here. I like points in this game. I think WKU with McIver coming over from Abilene Christian is very experienced and is going to be able to put up points for this WKU offense. So give me the over. Give me K-State. Promise next week it will not be my 2 favorite bets in this parlay. I'll be more creative with more games on the board.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do here, man. And I really appreciate that. Either one of you are going to be right and one of you are going to be wrong, probably starting off this, because that's just, you guys are going head to head here. K-State, Iowa State in Farmageddon, out in Dublin. So excited to see how that plays out for you.
On DK, this was plus 251, just 261. Yeah, just to let everybody know. So a little more than doubling up your money.
Yep, plus 261 for Boggs. Terrell, you had a parlay that was worth plus 308. I'm going to go ahead and cut that down a little bit more. I'm going plus 166 for my parlay. I'm a little bit more of a conservative gambler, especially when it comes to adding multiple legs. My first leg of this parlay, UNLV alternate spread, minus 23.5, minus 158 at Idaho State. Versus Idaho State, And then also leg 2 here, Sam Houston State, alt spread, plus 14.5, minus 158 at Western Kentucky. You combine those together, you're going to get yourself plus 166 at FanDuel. I'm going 0.8 of a unit on this. And both Western Kentucky and Sam Houston, they've lost a ton on the defense, ton of turnover on these teams in general. However, Sam Houston State, they at least have 4 returning big men on the offensive line. This is also a program that's returning dual threat quarterback Hunter Watson. He scored 21 total touchdowns last season, rushed for over 600 yards. I think that could throw off a WK defense that, while it is new look, this is the same scheme that got exploited, 467 yards and a touchdown on 23 carries from Jacksonville State's quarterback Tyler Huff in last year's CUSA championship game. That was a game that we probably could have seen Sam Houston State in. They got out on tiebreakers, so I think that motivation factor lays into this a little bit as well. 10 points, just way too much for a team that is this hyped up to play, I think, here in Sam Houston State. But just in case, I will back this alternative line. I'm moving that down, buying a couple points back, plus 14.5 for minus 158. Second leg for me then, I'm taking a similar route. Instead of laying the 25.5 point spread with UNLV, I'll take the Rebs alternative spread for minus 23.5 points against Idaho State. This is an FCS team in Idaho State, finished towards the bottom of the Big Sky Conference, 5-7 overall record. A lot of turnover at UNLV, but still an elite G6 program in my eyes. Capable head coach in Dan Mullen, getting out of TV, coming back to the realm of college football. And this is also still very much an active quarterback battle for this UNLV squad and the Rebs. Dan Mullen said yesterday that both Michigan transfer Alex Orji and Virginia transfer Anthony Calandra will play at quarterback. I think both quarterbacks will go absolutely all in trying to win this starting job. I think they're going to put up a lot of points and blow out Idaho State like the mediocre subdivision squad they are. So, sorry about it. Just I call it like I see it.
Mean down at the end there.
If we have any Idaho
division was crazy.
Hey, if we have any Idaho State fans, alums in the comments, I do apologize, but I'm just keeping 100 out here, boys. Just keeping it a buck for you. So, guys, that will do it for the inaugural Parlay episode of the Betting Pros College Football Show. Let us know down in the comments below your favorite Week 0 parlays and which one of us are you tailing, which one are you fading. We want to hear from you. And while you're here, make sure you're smashing that like button and make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you're new. For Scott Bogman and Terrell Furman Jr., I'm Seth Woolcock. Take care, y'all.